I actually was planning on doing this, continuing this tomorrow, but I tried to leave Sumeru earlier, and it like said, leaving this area will interrupt your story progress. This may affect your current quest, basically. And I'm like, huh? And I think it is a loop, and it has something to do with either Junior Sword's situation or the Dandero Archon. So yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this quest a bit, while also eating because, yeah, I still don't feel well.
Good morning, Dinyarzad. Sorry, we're...
Not at all. I arrived...
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
She knows something's up. My girl knows something's up. So when even the traveler
they're selling food over that way. Let's go
realizes
take a look.
It's definitely not coincidence.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the...
It's one of the Sub-Zerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Elements appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies.
This is the alchemist.
But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Is this deja vu?
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
Oh my god, you ever have those dreams that, like, it happens the next day? That's probably what's going
where
on.
Where to next?
It's that kid that I said looks like Sean Lin.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies...
Yes, Knight Ferris!
I'm skipping this. I have
What's
to.
What's going on? Is this a...
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some...
what? Ooh,
And there's also lizard tail.
What? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from...
It's 4.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random.
It's obviously random. Why do I keep having a sense of deja vu? What is strange?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna...
I don't think it'd be a good idea to leave Junior like that, because soon after that, she got attacked. And I'm gonna put up my mic. I'm gonna start eating again.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Honestly, in that scenario, I kind of would do that, but also kind of wouldn't.
That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
She looks so distraught by doing
How
that.
was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again?
I mean, I don't like the idea of leaving Junior like that. You told me this is exit. Yeah, I guess. That's not right. Because I don't want her to get attacked like she did. And Dea, she... You know, when she showed that she has Elazar, whatever, the same thing Kale has, you know? And... yeah.
Over there.
She probably got attacked. Probably, most likely, you know?
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by...
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
Oh, don't ask. I know what the...
It really is fine. I don't mind.
You know something out of ordinary.
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
I get that
Deja
all the
vu?
time.
No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus is
I love how the elements just flash in the corner of the screen like that whenever it's loading. You know, like Hydro and what's it now? Animo, Electro. Did I miss it? Maybe? Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know. Low quality Lumine. Oh wait, went back to normal. Wow. Oh.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the...
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Why is she so pretty for being
The
an NPC?
Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
I hate people.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should all...
Maybe not. I wonder what would happen if we did not pursue. Yeah, maybe change the outcome, maybe. Have Trapper sneak around sumeru at night.
So, in the end, you still... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day.
Paimon, I don't think you ever thought about anything in your life.
Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data, and find the cause as soon as possible.
I think I'm gonna have to repeat this again, do I?
Dunyarzad right away.
Oh, that freaking AFK, you know, animation. Again? Wait a minute. You think third time's a charm, or what time is it? 8:51. Yeah, I got about an hour and a half. You know, I don't know how late I want to stay up tonight.
Not at all. I arrived early.
She sounds more...
Huh?
tired.
Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
All over again. If you don't remember the NPC from Inazuma, the dude Tepe, he was in the resistance army. He was doing just fine. They got the delusion from Scaramouche, and then it killed him. No! No, not you too! I can't!
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
Traveler? Hey, Traveler! Oh my god, dude. Really? Oh.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sabzeruz festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here.
Not much of a chip.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh?
Oni Kabuto.
She'll help me choose.
Please,
Paimon
Oni
wants to eat
Kabuto.
the Sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ow.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Wait.
What?
That couldn't have been luck. Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Oh my god!
Where are you going?
I knew it was the Dandro Archon or something like that. Because that was Nahida.
What
That was Nahida.
Us leaving Dunya's side without letting...
Because, oh my god, that had to be... No, that had to have been her. Because she's short and... It had to have been. There she is. Oh my god, it's just like the chase with Venti again. Okay, she's all the way over there. Don't like the idea of leaving Dunyan's Zard all the way back there. But, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do when you're chasing an Archon. Nahida had...
What are you looking for?
That had to have been her. I know Nahida's, lesser word personality.
Traveler? That's...
I am so confused! Why is every dang time I sneeze different? I'm afraid to get like attacked by her. She's adorable though.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunya's? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunya's? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems... What the...
How many days was it?
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival?
Oh.
Huh?
We
No.
only had to repeat
The
3.
30? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge cap? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. You're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Yes, I know that. She's adorable.
Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
It's like the game's trying to
If we
kill
can
her like
break
they
out
did
of the
Pepe.
samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
When you enter contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry. It may yield new entries once interpreted. You may submit the text as a conclusion. Reading it so stupidly, I'm sorry. Some text entries may be associated with one or another once. I'm confusing myself. Select associate to choose the other text entry, then trigger association. You can gain new text entries by performing the accurate associations. I'm sorry, I'm being dumb. If one text entry on the current page can be used as a conclusion, then select the entry. Deja vu. Grand Sage of Speech.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Oh my god.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart. That doesn't sound right. The moon, illusions, and... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
It's so weird having, Moon talking in this, actually.
That doesn't sound...
At this point, I'm just...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
A pity. Oh my god, screw you too.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
Alright,
it feels like time's just repeating itself. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints. Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads.
Yep.
Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Time is precious and time will literally, yeah. Where the time will literally cost a life, so. I'd say, why don't we talk to Nilu?
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She...
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Dea! Yeah, Dea!
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dea's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary...
It's gonna be a little awkward.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, Traveler!
You got injured because you weren't used to your current greatsword?
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Okay, well, she's not completely safe anywhere. That's not the true Dunyarzad, so shut it. Need to come up. Nahida is not in the Grand Bazaar. Oh God.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people...
She's investigating.
Hold on.
trying.
Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It can...
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
Ooh.
It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people.
Because a god said it was a secret. Cough, cough, the god is venting.
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you...
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Wait, people of Sumeru do not
People
dream.
in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. That doesn't sound right. I need... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
Well, the Traveler and Paimon have info that shouldn't get out about, you know, the Abyss, the Archons, the Fatui. Well, the Fatui, that's all goes. Anything goes for them. Haha. They got a lot of info that should not get out. And, yeah. That's kind of bad for them.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
What the nuggets is going on?
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
Lab rats? Is that what we are?
If we're lab rats, then what are you? You've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on...
Okay then.
Da 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 la 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 la. I'm sorry, I'm being dumb. I don't have much time. I got like an hour to 30 minutes.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar.
Ha!
It's as if
Getting it
I've
already.
already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You did.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler,
Sorry, I got them
what do
stuck
you
in my
think?
head.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
I don't think this is doing anything. I think it's, you know, making it a little worse. Why do I think that? Because I am not an idiot.
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Oh, what?
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon...
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah. Happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day. It feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax.
And I don't have to do that whole loop again.
Let's go back to our room.
I'm gonna log off and watch anime. Oh, great.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day. Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. That doesn't... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And... Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
No, do that? Wow.
Illusions and lies. What do they all mean? That doesn't sound right.
Info on the Akasha. It has to be.
Okay. Now... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero... I can't seem to cohesively piece everything... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memory. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her great...
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find...
Watch her be injured. I hate the noises Xiao makes sometimes. Just like the yeah. Ugh.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yup.
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
She put it into simple. She put it into simple, stupid terms. And she still does not agree. Bro.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
But if the sages were behind us, if utilize these overseas resources, really.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't get...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own...
Is it really impossible? What if...
People often say that a camera's photo can never... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew. I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, that is where...
Canceled.
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So... can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's written. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the...
Leaving the city would probably change that. Why did I not think about that? I mean... Woo! Hello! Hello!
Nahida! We're back!
You're back early today. Did you
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy.
There's a...
Our memories are back! About that... Well...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
What? Whoa. Huh? I just thought that there was a joke. I swear, I just hit the thing as a joke to move.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
You got an idea.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry...
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the... Let's go and question... Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angry.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot, and the guard has... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
She seems so sad.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And please, be careful.
Oh. It's so sweet.
Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell... I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
I'm turning off my mic.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well, okay. Something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
If she dies, I'm gonna be so
I'm
sad.
done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon, is it okay? That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear them.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Ah.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you
Spooky,
left the
scary,
Sumeru
spooky,
city
scary.
space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from
the message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Don't make me think. This is
Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound right. I need to... My impression is that each day in this samsara...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears! And we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
a secret, huh? Time.
Hey! Where are you going?
Really? I'm gonna be back. had to do something real quick. Personally, I say someone tell the quote-unquote Junior Zard that they're canceling the dance, or tell Nilu about it. You know? Nilu and Junior Zard, maybe? You know? Aww. I had the opportunity to use my wing glider.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Junior Zod? We still have some other stuff to do.
Okay then. See you later.
She sounds so depressed.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no.
Honestly, at that point, I would have lashed out and said something really mean. Because that's what I do. When I get irritated by something, I lash out. And I try not to, but you know. I lash out at the closest thing near me. And a time loop that I can't figure out really irritates me, Hoyoverse. Or should I, what should I say, the Akasha, or, because it's really making me mad.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
It is like 10 o'clock.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
You've already experienced the Sub-Zero. Those spaces were...
That don't sound right either to you, Traveler, Lumi, whatever.
Illusions and lies. The moon illusion.
That doesn't sound right, okay.
People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a... That doesn't... We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the...
Oh my god.
That doesn't sound right.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would... But is stealing everyone's dreams... Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
Ow.
In other
Oh
words,
god, why did
dreams
that
are
hurt?
rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. That doesn't... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new space... That doesn't... My mind feels exhausted, even though I... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival That doesn't sound... I can't seem to cohesively I can't...
Great.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
Making me feel stupid. Let's go.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon.
So you noticed.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. Hehe, I actually knew that from leaks I accidentally found on TikTok.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Nah.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
Yeah, like, I've met 3 other Archons. You know, Barbados, Morax, aka Rex Lapis or Zhongli. Barbados is Venti. And A, the Electro Archon, Ball, you know, Raiden Shogun, whatever her name is.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning.
She has? Man, I'm stupid!
It's funny. Asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yeah. My biggest hint that she was Kusanali was the freaking links on TikTok. I should really quit using TikTok, but you know, it's addicting. Huh. I just noticed something in my room. It's weird. And I should have noticed it sooner. I'll fix that later. I have a lot of questions for y'all.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Oh my god. Why couldn't you simply tell us?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your mind. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
I'm smarter than you think.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Rawr.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
All I can think of is what's going on with Chloe. Is she okay?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Nada.
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of the...
I'm sorry.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... The leaving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
She's so sweet. I need her. Oh, I missed her banner, right? I skipped it so I could save up for... Okay, after I pull for Hu Tao, after Hu Tao's banner ends, I'm saving up for Nahida's rerun. Unless Kazuha or, who else do I want, like, show up again, you know? If they show up again, then, that's going to be all lies. But yeah, I'm saving up for a rerun now. Yeah, after Hu Tao, of course.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
Well, they're not really doing it behind the Archon's back, because she's, like, realizing every bit of this.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Oh, I need to stop.
Oh, we're out of time?
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
So, my plan is fight the Akasha.
Good morning, Nahida.
Where's Junior Zard?
Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead... Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise...
started to tear up.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar.
Like now, I cannot.
I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
to prevent more tragedies like this. We must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
I'm just gonna say, at least I realized this before quicker than I realized what happened to Tepe. It took me about a week to realize that Tepe was, you know. I have an issue.
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually when...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be... And even if we did find them, how are we After all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yeah. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
I'm sorry, I'm going to be weird for a minute. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware. Unsuspecting.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. Like Nahida and us. So, yeah. Who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zeru's festival, right? Let's go ask him some questions.
Do I really have to deal with this idiot again? I got primos! Oh my god, can I pull? Saving up again. It's so difficult for me to save up. I'm gonna have to put like tape over my primo gem count thing again. Because I have like no restraint when it comes to pulling for characters. Especially when they're really good. as you saw with the whole child situation, or Shao. Well, I didn't pull much after I got Shao, but you know.
You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just
An experiment?
could you make a wish?
You want me to make a...
Less questions!
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she just doesn't seem like... I've also wondered...
So, you have...
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Farky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
I still think it was Dunyarzad.
It seems like everyone who...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Ugh. Yeah, I'm changing my party. Actually, oh.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries. I will bring my notebook.
What is the situation?
More companions! Hooray!
Oh, God. I really like how good of a healer Chi is. I built her to be a good healer. And I like how it actually works. It never really does. And I like the elemental reaction between the Raided Shogun's elemental attack and Yoimiya's.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some back...
That's close enough. Feeling lucky today?
Oh my God.
There's no...
So,
life goes on.
I mean... I would at least try to make the Traveler decent.
New come on, coward.
Here come the fireworks!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Try to keep up.
Prepare to be blown away! Fire hazard!
Illusion shattered!
I really
You want this?
Following orders. That's fun anyway.
Shine down! That didn't count.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, this is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's...
Itchy.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to?
Can't even use my one glider. I'm sad. Whee! Oh, for a split second.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Oh god, it reminds me of Ryan so good.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Denyerzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind an...
That was what the real Denyerzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
This is gonna make me cry.
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time? Windblade!
Wow, I'm really learning Sumeru City after having to walk through it like 20 million times.
If you continue to resist, we will have... The Grand Sage has already granted...
Oh.
Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste!
Oh shoot. I'm pretty sure cat's out of bag.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Oh my god.
Of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
Holy nuggets.
So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Denyerzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Oh my god, I knew it. It was either Denyerzad or Nilu. Listen, after the whole thing, last talking to Denyerzad and I coming in here and telling you Nilu, I started to think it was Nilu. You know?
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just Just like the example Nahida told us. So when you saw the flowers, but if we want to end, how should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Yes.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is as far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Paimon's loud mouth is what made it happen.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story.
Okay, I'm going to put on the thing, auto, and I am going to fix my bed. Woo!
His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
Nilu's nails are so
really
pretty.
Interesting connection.
They're like Coco meets hair.
We really gotta wake up soon.
They're those
like
colors,
the sage in the story.
and they're faded into each other. Which is really pretty. But I can only mimic Hu Tao's nails, because I got black nail polish. I need to paint my nails again. Now that Nilu's aware of it, it should be over.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
god! I can't. Oh my god.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal.
Oh. Oh no.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What?
Oh, that usual spot. What about the other usual spot? You know?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
Oh my god! I love how they put the question mark at the end of Catherine. But she's okay!
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I have something... I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad.
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
What? What do you mean by the... what? It's this direction? Oh wait, no. It's that bench, isn't it? What, am I Tommy in it now? Tommy in it and Topo with the bench, you know? Ugh. Don't call me out for being a nerd, I know I am. But it's finally over! Ha! So happy!
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
Oh my god.
I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Oh my god.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer.
As you're at the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
Shut up about Conria.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
When I say shut up about Conria, you remember what happened when we asked Zhongli about Conria? He got mad.
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Thought it was from King Deshret.
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this...
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
I forgot about Catherine being, you know, you see that keyhole in the back of her neck? Yeah. One of the Harbingers created Catherine. I forgot about that whole thing.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her.
I was told in a link that a leak on TikTok that Catherine was created by a Fatui Harbinger because, you know, puppet, yada yada yada.
What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Suristana?
Ow!
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru.
Ow!
At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Suristana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me.
Why?
But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
Sorry, I'm trying to quit sneezing real quick.
Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seemed to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming. You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sumeru Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief.
This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh.
Okay, do I have a new quest I'm allowed to do? Oh! Ah! I haven't even finished the Elan or Kazuha's story quest. I gotta finish those. And... do I even have any Archon quests I need to do right now? Yeah, there's still Archon quests. But then there's this that I also need to do. Well, I'm gonna see if I can teleport out of Sumeru for now. And then end the stream for sure. Let's go! It's really late and I never stay up this late. It's 11. Yeah, I'm definitely ending the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I definitely have a lot to think about. And yeah. I guess I'll see you next time. And bye.